What's up guys, this is MrJTekken and this is your guide on how to complete the Firebase Sea Easter egg main quest. For this map I recommend you use Ether Shroud and the Bullfrog. This will be used for a later step. For the first step you'll want to come over here to this window and speak to Ravenov. After he's done chatting, head over to the teleporter and make your way to the main map where you're going to turn on the power. This is very different from normal power in this map. You're going to need to protect 3 reactors around the map from zombies while also charging them up. Don't worry, if by any chance you can't do it, you just have to reactivate them and do it again. There will be 2 more that you'll have to do after this, so head over there and do the same thing and get the power on the whole map. Once you finish turning on the power, you're going to want to go back to spawn. You'll now notice that Pack-a-Punch is open and Ravenov is still there. Go over and speak with him again. After that, you're going to want to go over to Mission Control, which was where you were charging up one of those generators, and go speak to Dr. Peck. After speaking with Peck, once again, you're going to want to go back to Ravenov, and he's going to give you a keycard. We're going to use this keycard to open up some storage lockers. The first locker is just at the bottom of the stairs on your way up to the teleporter. Once you interact with the locker, there's going to be a compound in there, because we got to make a truth serum. Make sure to pick the vial up from the locker before leaving. The second locker is inside the Colonel's office, which is on the 2nd floor near Jug, and the last locker is hiding in the corner in engineering. Once you've collected all 3 vials, make your way to the field hospital. Head over to this machine and place your vials in. Note that once you place these in, you're going to get hellhounds to spawn in, so be careful. Take them out, and once they're all unalived, go ahead and pick up the truth serum. You'll want to take this to the AC unit in the corner right here on the OPC. Place it, and it's time to move on to the next step. Go down to Dr. Peck, and now you'll see that we gave him the truth serum, so he's going to act a little funky. He's then going to tell you to go to the data center, which is the building with the satellite on top. Once over there, head to the back of the top floor and you'll be able to find a memory transference station. Unlock the machine and you'll now have access to the essence trap. I'm going to stop right here in this step because you're going to need to get the wonder weapon, as that is a must in this map. If you got the Ray K wonder weapon from the trials machine or mystery box, then you can skip it. Head over to the weapons lab and pick up the blueprint for the wonder weapon that's hanging on the workbench. Once that's done, head over to the Scorched Defense near Peck and find this dead body. Now, if you're squeamish, I'm so sorry, because you're going to need to take this guy's eyeball out. Once you have the eyeball, head back to the weapons lab and place it into the computer, which will give you a key. Once you have the key, you're going to need to open some lockers in the barracks. There's quite a few here, so make sure it's at the end of the round if possible. Once you find the correct locker, a mimic will spawn. Kill him and pick up the barrel that he drops. Now you're going to need to find a mangler, which is going to spawn at around round 15 or so. What you need to do is shoot off his cannon arm, and this is what's going to give you the magazine for the Ray K. Head back to the weapons lab and place it into this machine here. You'll need to leave it in here for 1 full round. So, for instance, if you put it in at the end of round 16, you'll need to wait through 17, and then once it hits 18, you'll be able to pick it up. Go over to the computer, and you're now going to see a circle. Make sure that it's the end of the round, because this is where you're going to need to pay attention. A simple and sweet response. It's going to give you triangles in the circle formation. The triangles that stop are the ones you're going to want to note down. Now, make your way back to the spawn and find this dartboard to the left of the Wonder Fizz. You're going to need to shoot these exact triangles that stopped on the computer in that order. Once you shoot them all, hit the bullseye and it should open up and it'll give you an Ethereum converter. Now that you have all 3 parts, head over to the workbench and build yourself the Ray K Wonder Weapon. Now that we have that out of the way, we can finally get back to the Easter egg. Once you have the essence trap, you're going to see that there are some fake score streaks and stuff on the ground. Keep in mind that when you're doing this step, because I am not kidding when I say this, you are going to be playing Pokemon. I'm not 100% sure, but whenever I've done this, the Mimic has always spawned in the middle of the round and never the end, so make sure you spawn it in the middle of the round. Once you know for sure that the Mimic spawned in that group of drops, you're going to want to lower his health. Make sure that you do not kill him because you're going to need him to go inside that trap. Once he's at low enough health, throw your essence trap down, and once the Mimic is underneath, double tap square and he should be trapped. If it kicks him out, that means his health isn't low enough, so shoot him in a little bit more and then throw it down again. Once you get it inside the machine, make your way back to the area where you first got the essence trap and place it back in. Now I highly recommend you put subtitles on, as this will make the steps so much easier. You're going to look for 3 specific people speaking: Sokolov, Brahms, and Sabine. Also note that if none of those people show up, you grab the wrong Mimic and you'll have to get a new one. You'll only be able to get 1 Mimic per round, so once you get 1, then you'll have to go to the next round to get the other. By this time you should have everything open, so keep looking for the fake drops and you'll eventually find them all. I would, however, suggest that you keep all mimics on the round just in case the one you have isn't the right one. Once you get all the codes from all 3 of the mimics, you've gotten past the hardest step of the Easter egg. A floppy disk will come out of the machine when you place all of the essence traps. Head over to the planning offices and place the floppy disk right here. Once you do that, head over to the OPC. Run upstairs and there should be a portal. Head back down to Peck and talk to him once again. He's going to tell you that you need Ethereum crystals. Once everyone's done talking, head over to the locker right next to Peck and open it. This is going to drop a device that we're going to need for the next step. But before we do, we're going to need to find a shovel. This can be found in one of the huts in the Scorched Defense. Just keep looking around and you'll find it. Mine was just right here. The first crystal that we're going to get is the lockdown step. This one can be found in the back of Jungle Defense. Head over to this location and dig up the crystal. You'll need to survive in this little orb where a bunch of enemies will spawn, and this is where you should be using your Ether Shroud field upgrade, and the Reiki as well. This will make it so much easier. Also, if you can, use the alternate fire on the Reiki as it helped out a lot with this step. Once you survive long enough, you'll be able to pick up the canister from the ground. The next canister will be located in the open lot area of the map near engineering. I suggest doing this at the end of the round as you'll need to pay attention for this one. Around the map there's going to be multiple canisters and it's your job to find the real one. You'll be looking for the one that doesn't have black smoke inside. Those ones are the wrong ones. As you can see, this one doesn't have black smoke, so I picked it up and that was the correct one. If you can't find it for some reason, pick up a smoky one and you'll be able to try again the next round. For the final canister, you're going to need to go to the back of the barracks. Dig it up and you're going to need to use the Reiki for this step. Once dug up, it's going to start teleporting around the area. It's your job to use the grenade launcher on the wonder weapon, which will stop it from teleporting. Once you see where it teleported, shoot it with your Reiki and it'll stop moving. Make sure you don't get too close or it'll teleport again. Head over to the canister and pick it up. Now that you have all 3 crystals, you're going to want to go back to each of the generators and place all 3 crystals inside. This is going to overload the power of the map. Once you've done that, head back to the OPC and you'll hear that Peck still has a trick up his sleeve. Head back down to Peck and you'll see that the blinds are shut. Weaver will start talking, but keep staying there until everyone has stopped. Head outside and everyone will start talking again about wanting to move the satellite. Once they're done talking, head back to the planning office and interact with the computer. You'll want to do this at the end of the round because you're going to be stuck for a bit. Basically, there's going to be some yellow dots on the screen and it's your job to select the one that shows a question mark. If the satellite, let's say, has an American flag on it, that is the wrong one. So hit the one with the question mark on it and you've completed this step. Now before you do anything else, make sure you are ready because this next part will travel you straight to the boss fight. Head over to the OPC and interact with the panel. This will take you back to the spawn room for the boss fight. You shouldn't have too much trouble here. As long as you shoot him in his mouth with the papped Reiki, you should be fine, but let's go through a couple of things. If you think you're going to go down, make sure you use your Ether Shroud or monkeys if you have them, as well as your Reiki grenade launcher. Note that at some point, the boss is going to throw hellhounds at you, so make sure that you're covered because they will hurt you. Also, don't get too close to him because he does have a slam attack that will insta-kill you. Like I said in the last guide, take your time. If you want to move around, do so. Zombies and other enemies will go after you, so keep that in mind. Once you've taken the order down, congratulations. You've done it. You've completed the Firebase Easter egg. A cutscene will play, and there you go. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked that and you want to see more, please like and subscribe as it really helps the channel out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.